in this fight, and as far as what you see moving forward for the future, obviously everyone's talking about Terence Crawford. Is that a legitimate chance of happening, or do you guys feel like you're miles and miles apart?
I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about, seeing my kids tomorrow and chilling on my ranch and finally riding my horses after 10, 12 weeks and, just chilling out and eating some good food. So we'll see what holds in the future. But right now, just to enjoy myself. I had a long year and a half, to come back and, work hard, train hard, and just was 120% focused. And I'm going to wind down for like a week or two till I get back on the ball.
Great performance. I know you already talked about getting back to the ranch, very understandable. But what did you think of Terence showing up ringside? Do you think that helps build some buzz to make it a big fight?
No. I mean, he got to live up to his words. If he say he's not worried about me, then I don't know why he doing what he was doing here. I probably wouldn't go to none of his fights, so I'm not worried about Terence Crawford. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy my time with my kids and chill out and just reflect on this year and a half that, I came back and, we're going to move on in the summertime and see who I fight. So we'll see. I got to talk to my manager, Al Heyman, and we'll go from there.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So I told you in my post-fight video that I thought that was about a 70 to 80% Errol Spence because of the fact that he gassed out after the 8th round and kind of cruised to the finish line. And because of that, I didn't think there was too much of a chance that he would fight Terence Crawford in his next fight. In fact, I didn't think it was a good idea for him to fight Terence Crawford in his very next fight after this performance. And as you guys just heard Errol Spence in that clip, it seems he has no interest in facing Terence Crawford next. But at the same time, let's not forget, Errol Spence, he has vowed to not move up to 154 until he fights Terence Crawford. So Terence Crawford is definitely in his plans. We just don't know when he's going to get in the ring with Crawford. The only thing we know for a fact is Terence Crawford, he definitely wants to fight right now. He doesn't want to wait. And that's the reason why he showed up at Errol Spence's fight. And I think, regardless of what Errol just said, I personally think Crawford, he should continue attending all of Errol Spence's fights until he gets him in the ring. Take a page out of Jack Johnson's book, the first black heavyweight champion of the world. Jack Johnson, he was chasing the heavyweight champion Tommy Burns for almost over 2 years, where he would follow him across the globe. Whenever and wherever Tommy Burns fought, Jack Johnson was there. Now, one thing I will say about something Crawford or Errol Spence said, I don't understand. I don't understand why he would say, I want Terence Crawford to keep his word and not care about me anymore, or not care about fighting me. Now, don't get me wrong. I get the fact that Terence Crawford, he says something that obviously he didn't mean, because if he really felt that he didn't need Errol Spence, he wouldn't be there attending the fight. I get that part. But when it comes to Errol Spence and what he said about Crawford, I think it would have been better if he would have said, all of these guys are going to get a shot before I move up to 154, and just leave it at that. Because when you say, I want him to not care about fighting me anymore, it's almost like saying you want him to not want the fight anymore. You don't want him to attend your fights, and you don't want him to want the fight anymore. So that's not the best way to put it, because this is arguably the biggest fight in boxing today. This is a modern day Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns situation. Errol Spence knows this, and Terence Crawford knows this as well. I think for sure, there's no doubt that Errol Spence is going to fight Terence Crawford. We just don't know when it's going to be. But I'll just close out with a reiteration and say, I definitely think Errol Spence is making the right decision by not fighting Terence Crawford in his very next fight, because he has to make sure that he's 100% before he gets in there with Terence Crawford. And if Errol Spence and Terence Crawford aren't fighting against each other next, and neither one of them get Manny Pacquiao, then I think Errol Spence, he should be fighting either Keith Thurman or Ugas next, and Terence Crawford, he should be fighting his mandatory Sean Porter next, which would really help to build the Spence versus Crawford mega fight. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. Basically, you will end up with a haircut shape up or an edge up. What they do is they tattoo small dots that look like hair follicles in the areas where you have lost your hair and then blend it with your existing hair. You can even choose what type of hairline you want, hard shape up or soft and natural finish. And to maintain it, all you gotta do is shave your hair every few days, which is something you already were probably doing anyway. So if you wanna get this hookup for my brothers out there in the UK and Europe, make sure you check out the Scalp This on Instagram. And for my brothers out there in the States, make sure you go ahead and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. And when you go on their pages, you can see for yourself what these guys look like before. I mean, these guys are literally hair magicians. I've never seen anything like this before, but all I can tell you guys is this is a serious game changer for us men. So make sure you get in contact with Scalp This and Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. What's going on, guys? You know, I've always wanted to find a second source of income. And I've always wanted to learn about stocks and trades because I've heard so much good stuff about it. So I finally found a way to do it. And now I'm learning from 6, 7, 8-figure traders. So not only am I learning from them, but the most important thing is I get to copy their trade, so I get to earn while I learn. Now, if you want the full details, click on the link below so you can learn while you copy and paste their trades. And just understand this, guys, just by watching the video, you're doing a great job of supporting my channel, and I appreciate it. And the craziest thing about doing this trading is you can do it anywhere. All you need is an internet connection, and you can do it just with your phone. So if you want to learn how to make a second income alongside me without having to pitch, sell, or recruit, go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll see you inside. You know, I always say on this channel, pay-per-view fights should actually be free. And now the day has come where I'm about to hook you up with an app where you can watch all your pay-per-view events, boxing, UFC, etc. for free. I want to introduce Block TV, the best internet streaming television app out there. They provide over 3,600 channels, including HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Starz. They have a massive video on demand library with over 40,000 of the new release movies and the latest TV series. And it also includes DVR. So you're getting all of this for $34.99 a month. And once again, that includes free pay-per-view. So this one right here is a no-brainer, guys, because back in Las Vegas, I was paying damn near $200 a month for my cable. Those days are long gone now. So to get the app, make sure you guys go over to getblocktv.com and put in my promo code and get 30% off your first month. You also get a free month for every friend you refer. The promo code is DBNation.